wanted to chat with you for a little bit today about our interjections from Tuesday that we talked about. And remember, interjections are the parts of speech that really show the most emotion. They're things like, ow! I stepped on a Lego. And the interjection is ow. Okay? A lot of times we see an exclamation point right after the interjection. And that's how you kind of know what it is. Which one is the interjection, okay? So I have my grammar boxes here. And this is one of the really big ones. And that's because this is the final part of speech. So you remember back at the beginning of the year when we just had the little ones and it was maybe just the noun and the article? Well, now all of a sudden we have this big grammar box, okay? So let me show you. We've got our interjection up here at the top. Remember, this material shows the color a little bit differently than what we would symbolize with using our gold color. Remember, you got to remember that part. So we have our interjection, our preposition, adverb, pronoun, conjunction, article, noun, adjective, and verb. And you can see I already took out the smaller words for the different parts of speech and I placed them inside the grammar box tray. Okay? So I want to show you today a couple examples of interjections. So what we're going to do in your grammar notebooks is open up to your next fresh page. Okay? And I want you to write interjection on it. Let me see. Let me get a bigger piece of paper. That wasn't helpful. Here we go. So I'm going to have you guys write list of interjections. All right, and this is what it would look like. Ooh, look, my S is smashed. So we need to, at the top of our language notebook, on our next fresh sheet of paper, you can see I kind of put mine down here at the bottom. I was rushing. You're going to write yours right up here at the top, and you're going to write list of interjections. And we're going to, together, write a few interjections down as a group. So once you've written this, just give me a thumbs up so I know. Awesome. I see a couple thumbs up. We're working. Perfect. I'll hold this here. Camille, thumbs up if you're done. Okay, thank you. Simran. Thank you, Cole. And friends, the best part about interjections is they're little, small, short words. Thanks, Simran. I see your thumb. Perfect. And remember, this isn't a spelling work. This is a grammar work. So if you're unsure on how to spell something, just sound it out. I tend to sound out words out loud so I can hear them better. I have a hard time hearing how to spell words. It's always been really hard for me. So I try and do it out loud so I can do a better job. So remember, this is not a spelling work. You just do your best to spell words.
A puppy.
So interjections are super cool because they show us emotions. Remember, an interjection could be at the beginning of a sentence. It could be a total separate sentence. But there are these words that tell us, like, oh, there's something happening. There's an action happening in the sentence. And guess what? I want to tell you something as we move on here. So I need to see everybody's eyes. So Cole, I need to see your eyes. Perfect. Camille, I need to see your eyes. Okay. Remember how we were talking about the interjection symbol? And we were kind of talking how it looks like an exclamation point, right? Well, it does. But guess what? I wasn't really satisfied with that with my reasoning as to why it looked like the way it did. So I did more research in the Montessori world. And guess what? This is going to blow your mind. The interjection is a combination of two symbols. The noun, do you see the triangle upside down there? And the verb. So it's a combination of a noun and a verb. I was like, what? I thought it was super cool, so I wanted to share that with you. Yes, while it does look like an exclamation mark, it's actually the combination of a noun and a verb. It's the combination of those two symbols, those two parts of speech. So just a fun, tidbit for you. Okay, so everyone's good to go now. I'm going to open up my grammar box, right? And we're going to pull out a few sentences. And remember, our interjection materials, they're blue. They're blue. And so I'm just going to look into my blue part of my tray right here to find my interjections. All right, so let me read this sentence for you here. Oh! I have not heard that before. Our interjection is the word oh. So in your grammar notebook, I want you to write oh, which is O-H. For my Buckeye fans out there, you can go ahead and say I-O if you want. Just the kids in my house, maybe. And go Bucks, right? All right, so O-H spells the word oh. And that's our interjection. Oh! I have not heard that before. Now, these other words here, these are our other parts of speech. Remember, when we start to talk about new parts of grammar, we're not going to go back and worry about all of those nouns and pronouns. That gets to be really bulky and overwhelming. Okay. So, Camille, are you good? Did you write down O? Yeah. Cole, how about you, bud? Avid, how about you? All right, Will, how about you? Give me a thumbs up. Awesome. Now we know I could go into my grammar tray right here and I could find the word oh. And then we could go ahead and build our sentence, okay? We know that. Ooh, here's a really good one. Do you guys know this one? Pshaw! Why did I do that? Pshaw means like darn it. Or darn or ugh. That's what pshaw means. It's kind of an older part of English. Maybe you have a older relative who says it. It's kind of a funny word. I'll show you how to spell it a little bit. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we'll just have to go through by this word here. So pshaw is spelled P-S-H-A-W. Pshaw. You got that A-W sound, that ah on the end. So pshaw is an interjection. It tells us like, ugh, oh my goodness. It shows emotion. So in these sentences that I'm showing you, the interjection is separate in the sentence. You actually have two sentences here. So as you're writing, you're going to write down the word pshaw, and it's P-S-H-A-W. Pshaw! So funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just me who thinks it's funny. All right, and we're going to do one more together. We're going to do one more. Thumbs up if you've gotten pshaw written down. Okay, Camila's still working. Cole, how about you? Thumbs up if you're ready. Still working? Okay. Our word is spelled P-S-H-A-W. Avid, how about you? Thumbs up. Good to go? Fantastic. Okay. I'm going to find the next one here. We're just going to do 3, and then I want to move on to our other work. Ooh, this is a good one. Hey, where do you think you're going? Our conjunction, our interjection here is the word hey. Where do you think you're going? And we do have a smaller card for that. And hey is spelled H-E-W. That is our last word that we're going to write down. Our last interjection. Hey kind of gets somebody's attention, doesn't it? Especially in this sentence, how it's used. It's used to distract someone, right? Maybe someone's walking away, or they are leaving, like I'm saying, like leaving a situation, and you need to get their attention. So you say, hey, where do you think you're going? So hey is our interjection. H-E-W.
Really sorry to interrupt. It's okay if you.
Simran, I'm going to keep you on mute because I'm recording, okay? And for other friends who are going to be watching this, they're not going to understand your question. So we're just going to finish up hey, and then I'll take some questions, okay? Awesome. Almost there. Hey, thumbs up if you wrote down hey. Okay. Avid, are you with me, buddy? All right. You look like you're having the best time with this work. I know, it's your favorite. I can tell. I can feel your vibe through the computer. Camille, you good to go? Awesome. All right.